Hello everybody and welcome back to my Master Mode Hardcore Terraria series. It's been a while since we've done an episode of this because I've had other games that had to take priority, such as finishing Divinity Original Sin 2, which we did, starting Baldur's Gate 3, which we did, and the support for that series has been freaking phenomenal and I love it. That's actually been quite a bit of fun, but it just has meant that I haven't had time to jump in and do these series of episodes. So I'm going to continue this series now, which is kind of a half good thing, half bad thing. It's half a good thing because it's nice that I can finally come back to it, but it's half a bad thing because I've been out of practice and we're playing a hardcore character. And of course, the next time we die is the end of the series. So that will be as far as we get. So being out of practice is not the greatest for that. So here's a recap for people who want to remember what we've done so far, or people coming into the series new because maybe you jumped in for Baldur's Gate and you're like, ooh, what's this? Well, we've taken a few bosses out. So obviously we've done Eye of Cthulhu, King Slime, the Brain of Cthulhu, because our world is a Crimson world. We killed the Queen Bee, and we killed Skeleton Prime, and then we killed the Wall of Flesh. But then we've also killed the Eater of Worlds on a different world. So we were able to go get the Worm Scarf, which is nice. Then we have Skeleton Prime that we killed, the Destroyer, and the Twin. So those are the mechanical bosses. It's like the first ones that you do in hard mode, which is after you kill the Wall of Flesh. And we got that done. So yeah, the next thing that we really need to do is enter into the jungle, where we need to desperately find more life root, which is going to increase our health total. But the last time I played this game was a month ago, or a little over a month ago, actually, at this point. So I don't quite remember everything that I had done, and I'm kind of out of practice. But one thing we did do is the last time I played, I built a little house in the hollow. In fact, let's go over. Actually, let's grab this buff first. Now let's go over there. I should probably summon some spiders too. Get those back. So I made this little cool little tower. It's I was just trying to get it done as quickly as possible. I would say it's not done, but it's you know, it looks pretty cool. So I moved them in, so now we can quickly move to this side of the world past the Crimson. And yes, I did buy a Clintaminator. I had to farm a bunch of gold. I'll show you how I did that in a minute, but we converted all of this from Crimson, which the Crimson was all the way over to here, and I converted it all the way to the Hallow. And I like, oh, also it's not Christmas, it's Halloween, not even close, but I'll talk about that in a moment. So yeah, I converted all of this to hollow, and then yeah, I built this little tiny structure, or not structure, but little cave, and this is an easy way to AFK farm relatively. You don't want to go completely AFK in hardcore, because what will happen is wraiths will show up randomly and they'll just ruin your day because they can move through the walls and stuff. But as you can see, I just sit in here, and pixies and unicorns during the day and the gastropods at night in the hollow just come and die, and it's really cool. So this is how I made the gold last time. Is I just made this. I started with this. It wasn't in the hollow yet, so it was like a bunch of like slimes or whatnot getting stuck down here. But yeah, and then afterwards I waited to get the gold, to do the Clintaminator, to convert all this to the Hallow, and now we've got this cool little AFK farm. And the cool thing about it is I can get out of it. If I had like a Rod of Discord, which is like the teleporting thing, I would be able to just boop out of it really quick. But we don't have that, unfortunately. So instead, I built this little trapdoor. We can go in and get things into there. And we converted this all the way up to the Crimson over here, basically, which is really nice. So yeah, we have this cool little area. Also, like I said, it is officially October. So pumpkins and stuff have started spawning in the world naturally. There's also goodie bags. I thought I got one or two while jumping in and trying to remember everything that I needed to do, but obviously it wasn't October when I was AFK farming, so I didn't get any goodie bags from that. And then yeah, that basically be the wrap up. I love the pumpkins spawning in. Here's basically where we're at. I need to find life fruit, and I need to find as much life fruit as I can to get my health total up. But with that in mind, once we do that, I want to take out the queen slime because I'm confident we could do that pretty easily, utilizing our whole area here and then maybe just like running one direction or another. I didn't end up building a house over here, but I did build a house at the other, like the little tiny part of the hollow over here. Where is it? Like, it's like up over here, wherever the hollow is. Maybe I built it like right there and then I tore it down afterwards so I could get the steampunker to move in to get the contaminator stuff. Yeah, I almost forgot about that because that was like I said, a month ago. So here's what we do. We're just going to jump into it. So I'm going to get myself a spelunker potion and maybe a shine potion. Actually, that may not be bad. Actually, no, I'm going to leave that there. Also, yeah, I have a ton of freaking pixie dust and like 30 unicorn horns. So when it comes down to it, I'm just going to make myself a giant load of holy arrows for some of the other bosses, like the queen slime. I think is a good one for that. But I'm gonna hit my buffs. I'm gonna go in and let's look around for some light fruit. Not that I'm very far into the jungle, but I did just find my first light fruit, so we'll go ahead and hit that. One thing I could do, I want to pick up all this chlorophyte as well, so I'm gonna hit those up. But one thing I could do is just make a giant. I wouldn't call it an arena, but just like a straight line left and right, kind of like a giant tunnel. And with that tunnel, I could get a bunch of light fruit to spawn in it because they like to spawn on flat areas. And if you set it up correctly, you can basically come up with a light fruit spawn, and it works pretty well. So I may end up doing that just to get enough, and then maybe have a point where I go AFK. And just like let it grow and then come back and pick it all up. I think that'd be the easiest way to do it. But I also want to get chlorophyte anyways, so I may as well be looking around for this stuff while I'm going around anyways. I suppose the other thing that I'm looking for while I'm doing this too is a Plantera bulb, because that's essentially our next progression fight to do. Once we kill Plantera, then we can get into the jungle temple. And honestly, the jungle temple is kind of, I mean, aside from all the traps inside of it, actually what I should say is the jungle temple itself is difficult, but especially for a hardcore character, because you don't want to die to like an instant kill trap. But the actual golem fight is like ridiculously easy, way too easy for what it is, or what it's supposed to be. Oh, look, a Plantera bulb, perfect. Well, let's not break that, whatever we do. Plantera actually shouldn't be too difficult for us in general. The biggest thing for us, I think, for Plantera is going to be making sure that we essentially have enough damage. So chlorophyte armor probably wouldn't be bad for us, because then we can just blast the last phase down pretty quickly, especially with this cool bow that we got. But yeah, I think the golem fight is really ridiculously easy, stupidly so. And if we can get the, ooh, I don't like those eater things. These guys, these are nasty. Come through the walls, it's bad. You know what, I'm not gonna go that way. I see that there's stuff there for me to, what the heck? Oh, it's a skeleton in a costume. Never seen that before. At least I can't remember ever seeing that before, so that's really funny. But also kind of frightening at the same time, especially when I don't know what's gonna kill me and what's not. I'm gonna go back for some more spelunker potions. And then I think I'm also going to see what I can do with the 161 chlorophyte we got. So all of that chlorophyte made 29 bars. Or actually, I think I had 6 bars. So I think it made 23 bars. Not great. So we get 18 defense from the chest piece, 13 from the pants. So that's pretty, that's a pretty decent upgrade there on our defense that we have. But then we also get, this... It's got 20% chance not to consume ammo, which is not bad for this one. And the reason why is I could make a bunch of chlorophyte arrows. Oh, slime's falling from the sky. Goody. Whatever, we'll just do this real quick and kill the king slime because I can. The chlorophyte arrows are really, really good because they bounce around. And that actually might be a really solid arrow for us to use on Plantera, because we're just going to have a giant arena. Actually, kind of like our boss arena that we've killed all the other bosses in for hard mode so far. It's going to be a giant arena, and that giant arena is going to have walls all around it just because I'm going to have it underground. So having my arrows bounce around, not a bad idea. I think actually that would be pretty cool to use, the glorified arrows. It's not something I've typically gone for when I've played Terraria in the past. I guess I could just use my AFK farm here. Just let all the slimes jump into the lava and kill themselves. Actually, may not be a bad idea. I could go to the hollow and just do it there, but it's I'm over here already. I don't really need to worry about it. Let's put a slime banner down. Although I do want and here's the other thing. It is Halloween now. In the spirit of Halloween, should consider doing the Pumpkin Moon event. But I really want a higher life total before I do that. If I could kill, let's say, some of the giant moths. Oh my goodness, look at that zombie. He's a superhero. That's so cool. If I could kill some of the giant moths, I would be able to potentially get some broken hero swords. And then I can make like the Terra Blade, which would be pretty good. But at the same time, it's like that stuff is not easy. Ooh, ravens. I've never seen ravens in the game. This is so cool. I love Halloween. It's seriously one of my favorite holidays. And it's not just because my birthday is on the 13th of December, or of October, where usually when I was a kid, growing up would always get like, for whatever reason, my mom thought it was awesome to go around making like giant haunted houses for my birthday because it was in Halloween and everybody was already decorating for Halloween and whatnot. But yeah, Halloween and my birthday for me are like synonymous with each other, and it's probably why Halloween tends to be one of my favorite holidays. Also, candy is pretty nice. But just being in Terraria with Halloween is awesome. I love it. There's a hopping jack-o'-lantern. That was cool. I do hope I get a goodie bag. And if we kill the king slime, there's a chance that there's a higher chance that we're gonna get goodie bags out of that, because there's a lot of dudes that spawn. Of course, we can walk on lava, so we could just pick all this up. You know what? I quite like my little AFK farm thing here. It's not bad, right? Like, it's doing us pretty good so far. We're actually getting quite a bit of gold from this. Up to a platinum again. Then again, I did farm more than a platinum when I went for the Contaminator, knowing that it was going to cost about a platinum. Plus all of the stuff that you have to... I don't even remember what it's called. The solution, I think is what it's called, in order to actually convert biomes in the first place. So yeah, I had about 2 platinum, which at this point may not be a bad idea for me to start re-rolling some more of my accessories, because they're not the greatest still. There's a couple that could really go much higher on like extra damage or whatever. Oh, there's a king slime. For a second there, I worried. I was like, oh goodness, what boss am I fighting I'm not prepared for? Where's the king slime? There he is. Hey buddy. Let's just absolutely wreck him with my crazy shotgun bow. I love this thing. It does so much damage. Then again, you know, we do have all of our hard mode accessories, so it doesn't really count. Wow, that's a lot of slimes. Do I have any holy arrows? Oh, I don't. Otherwise, I'd switch to them real quick and just like destroy all these things. I suppose I could just use this. There we go. That's a little bit better. I like it. All right. Oh, I did get a goodie bag. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, we got space. Oh, we got the alien from the titular movie Alien. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. We are now the xenomorph. That's pretty funny. What's that on the back? Is that one of my accessories? I think that's this. Yeah, it is. Okay, so if I hide this, I can get the tail. All right, you know what? I think we're going to be a xenomorph. just until we get another goodie bag and see what else we can get. But I think that's quite funny. This other stuff we could just sell because, well, we can honestly use the gold above, you know, having ninja gear or whatnot, or the royal gel. Now this is super great for us. Yeah, that'll do better. I have a black lens though. I may want to hold on to that. I'm gonna come over here and get rid of a bunch of that, and then get my potion like I wanted to. Gonna get a few of them. Do I have any danger sense potions? Don't think I do. And I think the biggest thing that I was missing for them was... No, I do have the cobwebs. Do I? Goodness, I don't remember where our potion crafting was at this point. Hunter potions. I don't see any danger sense. That's not great. What did I need for them? I don't remember what herbs. All right, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's now jump back over and see if we can find any more life fruit. I think I'm honestly quite wary of exploring areas I haven't been before. Just got nature's gifts. That's funny. Yeah, because I don't have a danger sense potion on, and exploring areas I haven't been before does potentially lead us into pretty bad traps. So I need to be kind of careful about that. But overall, except for taking a bunch of damage there. Wow, that stuff does so much damage. I just took like 111 damage from something. I don't even know what it was. It just hit me. I don't think it was the turtle. It might have been the archer down there. He may have hit me with a bow. Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it was the hornets, but this is not a great little area for us. Although, it is also letting me think maybe I really should have invested in getting the chlorophyte arrows, because those would be pretty clutch right now, being able to bounce those all around. Ooh, a moth. Not quite the moth that I was talking about with the Halloween event, but we can get moth wings out of that. And I don't think they're better than frozen wings. Don't know, but I could at least, or are they fairy wings? I think that's actually what it is. It's not moth wings. I think you get the fairy wing piece out of that. Can I get these guys to both spawn up there? I actually might just be able to kill it through the wall here while I wait for health to regenerate. I got it, but I don't think I got what I wanted. I don't think it dropped it. That's fine, whatever. I'm not too hurt for wings at the moment. I think having the frost wings, or frozen wings, whatever they're called, is it's just as good. I'm not really, yeah, like I said, I'm not really feeling like I necessarily need a bunch of other wings, but we're getting out of there. Took some damage. That was not good. Got a poisoned debuff. Now, that does bring up an interesting concept of maybe we make an Ankh shield. So I had gotten a megaphone and a fast clock when I was doing the AFK farming. Now, oh gosh, these stupid NPCs leaving all these behind. Now, the thing is, okay, where's the guide? He's way off over here. If I go ahead and make some of the immunity things, maybe we'd be better off when we're in the jungle. Let's see what we can make with the megaphone. Okay, so I need the Nazar. That makes me immune to silence and curse. Actually, that's pretty nice. And then this one, we can make the plan. So we need the trifold map and that, which actually, you know what? If I'm thinking about it, I think I have some of this stuff. Yeah, okay, there's the map there. We have the Bezor. I think that's how it's pronounced. And then actually we have a couple maps. Well, we don't need all the maps. And I have the fast clock already, so I could have already made that. But I'm not seeing the other pieces that I need. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, well, hey, you know what? We can convert those, so I may as well. Where was it? It was down underground, I think. Yeah, it was. I probably should just move this up there and make it a lot more convenient. But we can get the plan, and we can get the mantra. Okay, and then... Oh, I can make pumpkin stuff. I didn't realize that. So with those, what other pieces do I need? I need like 4 more pieces, I think. Let's find out. With plan, yeah, so we need armor bracing. We need the bandage. We have one part of the bandage. That's the immunity to poison one that we have. And then we need the blindfold, which I believe comes from mummies. So armor bracing, actually that might be kind of one that's difficult to get. And then we can get the Ankh charm. And then with that, we put that with the shield, the cobalt shield, and then we get the immunity to basically all debuffs, which is really quite nice, including that poison debuff. But hey, you know what? We just made these 2 pieces, so I'll count that as a win for now. All right. Where am I at? We've got 2 Spelunker potions. I think I probably should go ahead and make a couple regeneration potions. Iron Skin potion actually wouldn't be bad either. And maybe let's just do the Night Owl. Okay, so these 3 should be fine. All right, let's go back. Before I do that. Boop. All right, now let's go back to the jungle and try to get a bit more out of that, because that wasn't the greatest. Also, why does it show like gold down here? Interesting. Huh. Why is it showing like 13 and 12 silver? I guess that's stuff that would have dropped that I didn't pick up, because usually those pop up when you die. But I don't remember ever having an issue with the jungle, and I certainly haven't died, so I actually do not know what that's from. I'm gonna go investigate and see where that's at first of all, and then what. Ooh, we got another goodie bag. Where did it go? There it is. Oh, we got a jacking Skeletron. I beg your pardon. How rude. Why do I have a painting of that? That doesn't seem. Nope. That's dirty. I don't know about that. Bad Skeletron. Bad. Okay, I'm looking on the map and now I can't see it. I saw it before. We all saw it before. I just opened up my map. I picked up some silver here and now both of them are gone. I don't know what the heck happened there. It had to have just been silver that dropped. I could have sworn it only did that when you died though. So that's why I'm quite confused. That's a yo-yo glove. Did I ever buy the yo-yo glove? I don't know if I did. But it's pretty cool. I think we buy it. Also, that yo-yo is not bad. No, you know what? I think we buy the yo-yo glove and we hold on to it. I know I'm going kind of more ranger, but you know what? There's a lot to be said about using a yo-yo in like our AFK farm area that we got next to our house in the forest. Because, I got hit by a trap there. See what I mean? Like, why am I exploring all these unexplored areas? These traps are going to get me every time. Oh, you know what? I really should go down there. Maybe we got some life fruit spawning down there. It's actually a good idea. But I want to get past all these enemies first. Oh my goodness, I'm being assaulted from all angles. Enemies everywhere. It's the worst. Ooh, there is a bunch of chlorophyte down here. Going for it, although I don't really have much confidence in this little area. I think this is a bit of a death trap if I stay down here too long, because we got a bunch of enemies coming in, closing in on me. And now I have to fight all these butt heads back, and that's not ideal. Although, I just noticed that the hearts are little candies, which is phenomenal. Halloween is incredible. You know, I'm finding plenty of chlorophyte, but I'm not finding really any, unfortunately, any life fruit. I kind of feel like I got the one and that's been it. I haven't seen one since. And it's not like I'm not looking, right? I feel like I'm primarily looking for that. I just haven't found any. So either my world hasn't had enough time to grow a bunch in, or I'm just going to have to buck up, get some danger sense potions built, and then go and look in these unexplored areas, which might be better. But there's a lot of danger in that. And also, here's another thing to consider. I just found another one of these, the bulbs for Plantera. So we could farm that fight out if I want to try to find any specific item from her. And particularly, she's got some really nice weapons. But I'm not ready to fight her yet. I actually do want my full life fruit. There's no reason for me not to just go ahead and get full health, because having an extra 100 health on your health pool is really good. And then I'm pretty sure I also want to just go ahead and get full armor for the chlorophyte stuff, which is why I'm farming this stuff out so hard. But yeah, I'm not super confident on our ability to find any life fruit right now. So I think I may end up defaulting to just making a long, oh, there's one right there, but I'm making a long cavern, a long tunnel, and just letting it grow in it. Maybe hitting up my AFK farm for a while and seeing what I can get out of that. Because if I could get a bunch of life fruit just by, you know, making a single tunnel, then that might be a little bit better, but I can't guarantee that that is actually going to work. So that's the other thing. Like, I may do that and have nothing spawn in it, but I may also do it and have, you know, as much as I need spawn in it. So it's a little bit of it's a risk with how much time that would take to do. Even though I dig pretty fast, it still is a pretty huge time sink in order to sit there and get all my, you know, my tunnel built and fight all these guys off. That's the other thing too. It's kind of dangerous, just like digging a tunnel, because you're going to come across a bunch of enemies that like to spawn up behind you in your tunnel and come and get you. Particularly with the turtles. Now we want to kill turtles because we actually do want the beetle armor at one point. That's going to be kind of a goal of mine, I feel like, because yeah, the ranger set is kind of what we're going for primarily, but when it comes to my attempts at killing the Moonlord in master mode, what has really worked for me the most reliably without getting like caught out by a beam or anything like that. I mean, the Moonlord in general, once you find the rhythm of the fight, it's pretty easy. But there's always just like a random set of attacks that might kill you with that boss. So you got to be careful. And the most consistent build that I found when fighting the Moonlord has been with the beetle armor. So, you know, doing like a melee build, beetle armor could function pretty well for us. But I don't even, right now I'm so out of practice in Terraria, I don't even see us getting that far. If we get to that point where it's like, okay, the Moonlord is our next boss, I'm probably going to die to the stupid pillars because I hate those things so much. They do a ridiculous amount of damage, the enemies that spawn for the pillars. And then when you consider, just even for a moment, what then comes of that, which is that you can get insta-gibbed by a bunch of creatures. And then that whole thing is going to be really annoying, because if we decide, okay, the best way for us to do that fight, which is probably going to be what we end up deciding, the best way for us to do that fight, getting out of there as I got stuck in the wall, is, oh, we did get the B-Wing. Oh, okay. Well, I'll consider, I'll have to look up that and see which one's better. Also, let's put our jacking Skeletron Prime down. I don't have enough room here. Maybe our pyramid does? Oh, yeah, our pyramid will have enough room for this. Yep. Oh, okay. I see. It's a Nightmare Before Christmas reference with Skeletron Prime there. You know what? Obviously, Jack Skeleton being the main character of the movie, I really appreciate this painting more so than you could ever imagine, because that is my favorite Halloween movie right there. Some people like to call it a Christmas movie. Those people are wrong. It is a Halloween movie. And I really like that picture. Actually, I want to go back to my main area and make a spot for it. But I love our costume. Did we get any other goodie bags? No, I don't see any. That's unfortunate, because I really kind of want to keep trying to get a bunch of costumes. I know there's a creeper costume. That sounds fun. But for right now, the xenomorph is going to do it for us.